You ever feel it? No huge fight, no dramatic argument, no we need to talk moment, but something feels different. She's still there, still replying, still saying love you, but the warmth, it's fading. And here's the brutal truth most men never hear. Women don't leave when they're angry. They leave when they're done trying. Breakups don't usually start with explosions. They start with emotional withdrawal. So how do you know if she's just stressed or silently preparing her exit? In this video, I'm breaking down 7 real psychological signs she's about to leave you. Not TikTok myths, not red pill fantasies, real behavioral shifts backed by emotional patterns. And number 4, that's the one that happens when she's already halfway out the door. Let's get into it. Number 1, she stops arguing with you. This one confuses almost every guy because it feels like improvement. No more nagging, no more tension, no more why don't you listen to me? Peaceful, right? But let me ask you something. Why would someone stop fighting for something they once cared deeply about? Arguments aren't always toxic. Sometimes they're proof of emotional investment. When she still believes in the relationship, she'll push, complain, express frustration because she still wants change. But when she starts saying, "It's fine, do whatever, I don't care," that's not growth, that's resignation. Silence doesn't always mean happiness. Sometimes it means she's conserving energy because she no longer sees a future worth fighting for. Ask yourself, has she stopped reacting where she used to care? If yes, that shift matters. You ever feel it? Nothing happened, but something feels different. Women don't leave when they're angry. They leave when they're done trying. Her emotional energy drops. She still says the right words, but does it feel the same? Let's talk about enthusiasm. When you tell a story, does she lean in? When you share good news, does she light up? Or does she respond with, "Oh, nice, that's cool, good for you"? Here's the question most men avoid. Does her presence still feel warm or neutral? Attraction amplifies emotion. Detachment flattens it. You'll notice it in micro expressions, shorter laughs, less eye contact, more phone checking. She's there physically, but emotionally, half present. Energy always shifts before actions do. And if you feel that drop in intensity, trust your gut. She stops including you in her future. This one is subtle. Pay attention to language. Does she still say we, or has it quietly turned into I? For example, instead of "we should travel next summer," it becomes "I might travel next summer." Instead of "when we move," it becomes "if I move." That small pronoun shift reveals a massive psychological shift. Let me ask you this. When she talks about future plans, do you automatically exist in them, or are you no longer part of the picture? When a woman emotionally detaches, she begins mentally rewriting her life without you in it, and she won't announce it. She'll slowly adjust the script. If you're disappearing from her long-term conversations, she may already be imagining life without you. She stops caring what you do. This is the dangerous one because most men misread it as maturity. Let's say she used to get jealous, used to ask who you were texting, used to care where you were going. Now, nothing. You go out late, she doesn't ask. You mention another woman, she barely reacts. At first you think, wow, she trusts me now. But ask yourself honestly, is it trust or indifference? Jealousy isn't always insecurity. Sometimes it's emotional investment. When someone values you, they care about losing you. When they stop caring, it's often because they've emotionally prepared for that loss. Indifference is more dangerous than anger. Anger means she still feels something. Indifference means she's already detaching. And this is usually the turning point most men completely miss. Number 5, physical intimacy feels different. Not just sex. I'm talking about the small things. Does she still lean into you, touch your arm casually, rest her head on your shoulder, or has physical closeness slowly reduced? Here's a powerful question. When you initiate affection, does she naturally reciprocate or subtly pull away? Attraction seeks proximity. Detachment creates distance, even unconsciously. If hugs feel shorter, if kisses feel mechanical, if she creates invisible space between you, her body may be communicating what her mouth won't. And physical withdrawal is often a late-stage sign, meaning emotional
emotionally, she may already be far ahead. Number 6, she talks about space or finding herself. This phrase scares men, and for good reason. Now listen, sometimes people genuinely need space, but context is everything. Ask yourself, is this space about growth or escape? If she says, I need time to think, I'm confused, I need to focus on myself. Confused about what? They're not confused. They might be stressed, but they're not confused about you. Often, space is emotional preparation. It's a soft exit, a way to detach without confrontation. And the more vague the explanation, the more likely she's processing a decision she hasn't told you yet. Number 7, her friend's behavior changes. This is advanced level awareness. When a breakup is coming, her friends usually know first. Women process emotionally in groups. If she's been venting, if she's been doubting, if she's been reconsidering, her friends already know the narrative. So ask yourself, do they act slightly awkward around you? Too polite, too quiet, too observant? Do you feel like you're being analyzed? If their energy shifts, it may be because the internal decision has already been discussed, just not with you. And when the social circle adjusts, the emotional decision is usually close behind. 1 sign could mean nothing. 2 or 3, there's something shifting. 4 more, she's not questioning the relationship. She's emotionally preparing to leave it. And by the time most men notice, she's already processed the breakup in her head. But here's the empowering part. Awareness gives you leverage. Most guys lose relationships not because they're bad men, but because they notice too late. So ask yourself honestly, are you reacting or are you observing? If you've ever ignored these signs before and paid the price, drop it in the comments. In the next video, I'm breaking down exactly how to reverse emotional detachment before it becomes permanent. And trust me, that's a conversation you don't want to miss. Peace.